grind that I ever done in a racing game before, and I gotta just say I am happy that I got this bike, the Spittle Runner. In this video I'm just gonna tell you guys how to unlock it. I got it at, I'm not exaggerating, 138 wins. I managed to rack them up on the stream from today. It's Saturday, so you guys will probably see this the next day or at some point. And I wanted to come out with this video and talk about it. It's so grindy, and I think this is not really necessary. You get all them wins just for a bike, or all those wins for just one particular character, when it's absolutely difficult and ridiculous to have to win. It adds player just pressure to the player. That's too much pressure. You playing online, you just playing the game and trying to experience what it's like online. You're trying to find people to play with. That's another thing. You have to find people to play with. You have to find someone that you can trust and connect with to be able to trade off wins. I got lucky, and I want to say I'm glad that they came out with this update. Thanks for coming out with this update for this most recent patch, because it allowed me to rack up wins, because I was getting a lot of different boosters online, and I got the video saved as well. I might end up saving that for a different day, but I was able to showcase it on a live stream, and a lot of other people were really getting the same thing at some point during different tracks. It would vary. So if you're the only person that's experienced those glitches, you're going to go off every single race and be able to be so far ahead where no one can actually catch up to you. And it's just so ridiculous. It's ridiculously good, but this is the best time to really be able to get into the game and start playing the online to try to rack up wins as soon as possible. I definitely recommend playing the online if you can. If you're getting these boosters, you get pretty patties, and you get the nanobots from Vexus's nanobots to give you the booster and the booster acceleration. You get the Yahoo soda, and then I already mentioned the pretty patties because you're already going to go insanely fast with that. But the suck-o-matic also is going to be continuously spawn and pop up in your feed when you grab the item boxes. Go for the orange ones. That's how I end up getting this bite. 138 wins. Just winning, and I was racking up so many wins. Once I started getting Grandma, the new chief that I already recently talked about, and Bebop and Rocksteady, it was a golden opportunity to rack up the wins to get this particular bite. Now, I don't have all the bites in the game. I don't have everything unlocked, but I'm glad that I got everything unlocked online. So, online, the only character that you can really get is Helga, and I'm about to pull up something really quickly in the background. And some people are really struggling to unlock this character. This is not about just Helga, but I just wanted to really just start talking about these online unlockables in particular, because the Spittle Runner, you need 138 wins, and just from memory, I might be missing them all, but she's just one of them. It's just the beginning, and then you get Sam, where is she, as a chief with just 2 online wins. And then you start racking up more to unlock other characters like Grandma, Pookie, and more. So the online unlockables, you're going to get those characters. You're going to get more. You're going to get Lenny online. And once you get Lenny online, you'll be able to know that you're getting closer to getting Helga. But it's just such a grind. It's ridiculous. Bebop and Rush Eddie already got. You already saw them right at the top. And then Snorch, 78 wins. So many. It's so much. Just for that, and then you move on. Start getting the paint. You get this at 98 for Gozo Miss. 98 wins for a paint, a piece of paint, a paint job. That's it. I think that needs to be toned down. I hope that they make changes too. I didn't even unlock everything in the shop, but let's go to the bites. I just want to showcase it. But these are all the bites that you can get in the game. And yeah, you can get them off the shop, and some of them are going to already be unlocked. Appa Psycho, Frankie G's, Chew Chopper, and stuff like that. Johnny 13. Here's the comparison. This is the Spittle Runner. I did all this grinding just for a bike. But it looks good. It runs well. It has some pretty good stats. But it's no way as fast as Johnny 13. And then some of the other bikes, they have different stats comparisons. But let's see. The acceleration is not as good as the Chew Chopper. And then the turbo, let me see. Where's the turbo at? So it's just close to the second to last bar. The Oppo, it seemed like the Oppo is better. Speed. Wait a minute. Handling. Okay, so it just has better handles. Frankie G's has better handling. I don't even know if I can really say it's worth it. I don't know. But when I was playing it on the stream, it seemed it was really pretty good. Not many people have this bike. I don't even think anybody would probably want to grind to get this bike. I wouldn't even recommend trying to grind it unless you really get the chance to utilize the boosters that I was talking about, that you can just really go crazy in the matches and on the tracks. But the people don't want to stay, because then when they constantly keep on losing, they'll make changes, and then they still continue to lose, they'll leave. But they need to make changes for this. All this for a Spittle Runner. I got the bike and I could buy these right now because I've been grinding so many slime tokens. I've been playing nothing but the online for several days. And I just got lucky because of this patch. I only got this bike because of the patch, because of the issues and the glitching with the boost and stuff like that. Overpowered items that you should be getting in last place when you're so far behind. You're getting it in first place or at the start of the very start of the race, and you just go crazy with it and just be able to advance. But I end up getting it at 138. That's how you end up getting it. But I just really am not happy with how they really came out with these secret unlockables. But yeah, I don't mind grinding. I play a lot of different games and RPGs. Like I said before, some of y'all in the comments, I play RPGs and played JRPGs before, like Final Fantasy and more, where you have to grind and you can't just rush out there before you just get destroyed by the enemy and you won't stand a fighting chance against the boss that'll shut you down. And you have to level up your party members. You have to get your characters upgraded to get prepared for the fights. But games like this, they need to lower the grind. That's hundreds of, you got over 100 wins just for a bike. It's just insane. But I'm just relieved because I got this now. I don't even have to worry about winning anymore in online because I got this bike and I could be able to showcase it. So this is what the video is all about, just to show you guys, and I just wanted to do the different comparison. But it just doesn't seem to, it seems like it has some kind of stats. I'm thinking it's gonna be super fast. And now y'all can be able to see if this is really worth it, because nobody has any videos about the Spittle Runner with details and talking about it and doing a comparison. Some of these bikes have superior stats against the Spittle Runner, and look, just like this one, it has better acceleration, but you're gonna lose out on that turbo boost. So it seems like it's gonna be pretty good with turbo. The turbo matches up with Oppo cycle, So you could probably just end up, you wouldn't even have to grind for the Spittle Runner unless you want to get everything in the game. You could just you can run with the Oppo cycle, and you'll be only missing out on that little change in handling, but you'll get more speed. So the Oppo cycle seems to be better than the Spittle Runner, to be honest. The Oppo cycle is faster, and you're just only going to be that only slight difference. You're just going to lose out on the handling. So I can definitely say that the Oppo cycle looking a little bit, this bike from 125 slime tokens or slime coins, you can just get and stick to the Oppo cycle, and you can just skip out on the Spittle Runner. So that's what I'm talking about this today, so everybody can be able to see the differences in the stats. See? You get that increase in speed, the speed increase, and then you miss out on the handling. But everything else, the acceleration and the turbo is the same. So you'd be slightly faster with the Oppo cycle, so you might as well just stick to riding this. Yep. So you could just keep on doing that. You could just keep the Oppo cycle. You wouldn't really have to worry about trying to get the Spittle Runner if you don't want to grind for hundreds of wins.
There's 4 ingredients in everything.
He's talking when he's not even on the screen. But that's what I wanted to just talk about and just share it so everybody can see the differences. The Oppo cycle seems to be better than the Spittle Runner. Only difference is you just won't have all those wins online to showcase. But now that I got it, I don't even need to worry about winning online anymore. So I just click on it just to show y'all. The rank doesn't matter. You just need the wins. The victory points don't matter. You just need the wins. You have to win online. Otherwise, you won't be able to get those characters that I'm just winning, like Helga with 18 wins and more. And then that paint at 98, you would think you would be getting something better. But that's why I'm just a little bit underwhelmed about this this bike, the Spittle Runner. I thought it would be insanely fast. I thought it would be super fast. I thought it would have some super ultra stats, but it just doesn't seem to be all that great in comparison to the Opticycle, which is a lot faster. But you're just gonna miss out on that little change of your handling getting nerfed, but you're still gonna go faster in an Opticycle. So I don't know. I just disagree with the winning. It's just too much pressure on the player, just having to win every single time, and it's just ridiculous. And I hope that they make changes. It's a lot of problems that's still going on with the game, so they're gonna have to put a patch on top of this patch, and who knows if that next update is gonna create more problems. But at least I don't have to worry about being online anymore or playing online against crazy players and trying to be pressured to win. I hope I come in first place. I hope I get in first place. I hope I be able to win the race and be able to unlock those characters. I got all the wins in the online, and I don't have to worry about unlocking anything except for just the offline, and I can just enjoy the game that way instead of just being pressured to be online. But I hope that they make changes to move some of those characters and lower the requirements. If you're going to have us win, at least turn it down to have us play a good amount of matches. If you're not going to be able to move none of those characters and those rewards to the shop, lower the requirements and take away the requirement and the necessity of being able to win every single race to be able to rack up wins to get stuff. I think it's just too hectic. It's too grindy from that moment, and it's just too much pressure for the player. But I got lucky because of this update with the glitches, with the boosting and more. And hopefully some of you guys can be able to get lucky to be able to win. And if you meet some people and connect with them, you can trade off wins. But it takes so long. It takes so long to start a match. When you get online, run and queue up with friends, just to wrap up, it takes too long. It does a countdown. It doesn't even have a ready up system. Somebody said that, oh, if you got in private match, you could probably be able to do it and maybe it's gonna work. But I haven't played a single private match, so I wouldn't be able to tell if that will really count towards your online wins. If it does, maybe that's another workaround. But at least I did it in public lobbies, and then I took advantage of the update to get this bike. But the Opticycle, I think, is a lot better than the Spittle Runner. But I'm just glad I got it. I don't have to worry about it, and now I can definitely try to unlock everything in the game.